My driving lessons experience was pretty average, you know. I went to class, drove on the road, aced the test, failed the first test on the road, you know, because of a stupid stop sign that was hidden behind a bush. But I passed on the second try and I got my license. Only two moments had marked me. The time that I almost got hit by a tow truck that was backing up, and Mike.
Mike! 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 Mike!
Fucking Mike, man. Let me tell you the story. So it was a beautiful day. I arrived at the driving school, and the lady up front was like, "Hey, your instructor today will be Mike." And I'm like, "All right, Mike, nice to meet you." So we about to go drive, right? And the only car left that day was a Smart. A fucking Smart. I'm like, "Mike, we're both above 6 foot and you're fat as fuck. We will not fit in this car." So we hop in the car because, you know, we didn't have a choice. And he's like, "Hey, yo, you like hockey?" I'm like, "Not really." "You watch hockey?" "Nope." All right. I'm going to talk about hockey for the next 2 hours. So the whole time he's just talking about his wife. He makes a bunch of unfunny jokes. And of course he talks about hockey, you know, asking me for my opinions and shit. Talking to me about the last game and shit. And I'm like, "Mike, I do not watch hockey. Shut your ass up." So all we did was cruising around and park at different places. So at some point, he makes me parallel park on a busy street. So I'm trying, you know, because doing that shit with a small ass car, like I said, it is different. Like, it's really not the same. And I'm trying. And as I notice, there's like 5 cars waiting behind me. And I'm like, oh man, this is embarrassing. And you know, I'm trying. This guy's talking about hockey and making some dad jokes and shit. And I'm like, "Mike, once the fire department get us out of this car, I'ma beat your ass." By the way, props to the cars behind me who didn't lose their patience. You guys are GOAT. You guys are the real MVP. So eventually we go back to the driving school and he gives me a bunch of red and yellows, you know, talking about, oh, I need to improve my driving skills and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
"First of all, go and penetrate yourself, you fatherfucker."
So we go inside to schedule my next appointment, right? And, you know, he's talking as I'm doing it. And I don't remember what he said, but he was making the joke about the fact that I'm a basketball player. He's like, "Oh, hey." And he's doing that motion with his hand, you know, when you're shooting. And I'm just looking at him and other people were looking at him like, what the fuck? And as I'm just staring at him and he keeps on doing that, in my head, I'm like, oh, he really expects me to laugh at this joke. So I'm just like, so finally he stops and he's like, "Yeah, see you soon." And I'm like, "Yeah, see you soon." Don't ever put me with this motherfucker again.